Over 80 years on the air, 1490 AM and now 96.3 FM. Online at newsdakota.com, on your smart speaker, and on the KOVC app. The voice of the Valley. KOVC.
It's time for KOVC Sports.
And welcome everyone here to Charlie Brown Memorial Baseball Field. Jerry Edwards with you all day here on the Voice of the Valley, 1490 AM, 96.3 FM, KOVC, online over at newsco.com, and on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Well, sorry about the little delay of getting things started. Some technical mumbo-jumbo, something out of place there, something unplugged there, punch a computer there, but we're all ready, good to go. We are ready and good to go for this game between Valley City and Midway-Minto. Now, for Valley City, able to pick up a win against Castleton. That was, nice win there for Valley City. Again, the team that sent them to the Challengers bracket in the last state tournament. Able to pick up a win there. Also got a good performance out of Leighton Hendrickson. Now Valley City going to be sending one of their top two guys to the mound today here against Midway-Minto. It'll be James Schwer getting the nod for Valley City as we take a look at the starting lineups today here on our Sanford Health pregame show. Here for all, here for good. Leading off for Valley City behind the dish, it'll be Corbin Powell, followed up by third baseman Jack Samuelson. Over at first base will be Andrew Sikora. Hitting in the cleanup spot, right fielder Leighton Hendrickson. Parker Rolsma jumps up one spot in the order. He'll be in left field. James Schwer pitching today. He'll be batting 6th. Adam Shenenko DHing. He'll be batting 7th. Trevor Fetch in the 8 hole and at short. Bryson Heck rounds out the offensive starters today in center field. And Chase Coughlin, the low man out of the lineup. He'll be at second base. For Midway-Minto, it'll be Robinson at third base, followed up by Andrew Riskey in left field. Andy Pulak will be at third base, followed up by Silzer in center field. Asowski will be pitching today. Aiden English will be behind the dish. Ezra Robinson will be in the 7 hole at shortstop. In right field will be Glenn Goodsill. And rounding out the offensive starters today, it'll be Blake Lisowski at second base. So those are the starting lineups for both teams. And again, Valley City playing Midway-Minto today. They were originally scheduled to play Northern Cass, but Northern Cass had to pull out due to not having enough players to be able to play this one today. So Valley City ultimately going to be getting a test against a team that, well, usually has at least halfway decent shout with some athletes. The name Robinson, a big one for Midway-Minto in terms of athletic prowess. They got out to a really hot start this year, winning their first 7 games. A sweep over Hatton Northwood, a sweep over Devil's Lake. Picked up a win over Park River as well. They lost 3 of their last 4, though. They lost to War Road and lost 2 games to Grafton before picking up that 5-3 win over Park River. So they will be taking on Valley City today. And you have to realize is that, I worked up in Grafton, and Minot was always kind of a team that, probably had a better talent than what their record sometimes indicated. They just got stuck in a really, really tough region of kind of Class B baseball. Langdon, especially when they had Simon and Grant Rumpho, were one of the best teams probably in the state of North Dakota in terms of just how they played baseball, how they pitched. Grafton always had, really solid players. Even a player like Tony Villarreal now plays for Mayville State, but they had excellent pitching on that team too. Park River, of course, baseball is probably one of, if not their strongest sport. And you get a team like, Pembina County North and Cavalier, those schools, kind of, every once in a blue moon they might find something. Midway-Minto, probably the smallest area out of that group, but always a team that you kind of looked around and, they could always be a pesky team, but never really, could find a way to really hang with the bigger school like a Langdon or a Grafton, Park River. Again, it's kind of the misfortune of being a good baseball team in a great region. But Midway-Minto certainly put together a nice 8-3 record so far, and again, wins over Devil's Lake and wins over Park River are always going to kind of catch a little bit of attention. So even though this is a late game replacement for Valley City, this is certainly not going to be a easy game for Post 60. So they'll be taking on Post 210, I believe. So Midway-Minto, Valley City, getting set for today's game. What you want to see here out of Valley City is more of the continuation of what they did against Castleton. That was perhaps the cleanest game they have played all year. And I know hyperbole can be used sometime in evaluating stuff, but it was about as clean of a performance as I can remember from Valley City. We talked in that before that game about how really Castleton is a team that doesn't really beat itself. You're only really going to get one mistake out of them really per game. And what do you know? Castleton made one mistake with not catching a ball at first base. Valley City took advantage. Valley City didn't make any mistakes themselves. They win the game 4-1. And also a big part of that game, of course, was Leighton Hendrickson and the combination with him of Brody Mueller on the mound as well, being able to get through 7 innings of one-run ball. And, we talked about before how Valley City, I think the biggest thing for them outside of, the obvious of hitting, playing good defense, stuff like that, is going to be finding that kind of third arm to go to. Because for Valley City, you look at this and you're thinking of just getting to the tournament. And getting to the tournament means that you got to have just, you pretty much got to have one guy that can go out in the early rounds, get you through there, and then you got your big two at the end there to try to get you to state, whether it's Bryson or whether it's James Schwer. You got James going today, but if you can find that third arm, and whether it's, I don't know if you got someone that you think's going to give you all 7, but you looked at Leighton and he gave you 5 strong innings. Did you leave him in probably 1-2 batter long? Maybe. But you also want to see what he does in that situation. And Leighton gave you everything he had in the previous game. And Brody Mueller is someone that he, just by the eye test, he's got that funk delivery to him. He's got some good velocity. He's got a nice slider. He's not afraid to throw it either. And it looks like he looks like he's more composed and I would say under control. You saw last year that Mueller was somebody that came in and some uh, B squad games or came in low leverage spots, and you could tell he had stuff, but you also could tell he was a bit erratic. Brody looks like that he's kind of tweaked the mechanics a little bit, or has at least slowed himself down enough to be a more consistent strike thrower. I mean, he can be a really, really good pack and load for a couple innings guy, and you look around and see what you could possibly have. And, again, whether it's creating, one long haul starter, whether you create kind of one in the aggregate, that's what you have to do sometimes. And I really do think for Valley City is that the the sooner or it's like the faster they can kind of develop a game plan for something outside of James Schwer and Bryson Heck, just a consistent game plan of what it's going to look like. I think that really does help them be able to position themselves for a deeper run in the tournament. And this is kind of sometimes the thing with baseball is that you get to a point where um, you have you're 1 year early, right, or you're 1 year late, so to speak. Um, I think for Valley City, that being 1 year late thing probably happened last season when you lose Carson Eggert, you lose Ethan Miller, because we saw how good Valley City was last year in terms of pitching, in terms of dominating the West Side teams and not really allowing them to get really anything going. If you were to add Ethan Miller, Eggert to that team, along with a Will Schwer, just you would have been talking about pitching depth that would make most bigger teams uh, relish and envy. But um, for what you have right now, I really do think at the top right now, I think James is a more composed pitcher than he was before. Bryson Heck's about as steady as they come, and it's just about if you can find that third arm. I think this could be I think this could be a better season than it was for Valley City. The record might not look the same, but I think it gives you a better chance of going deeper. So for Valley City, they take on Midway-Minto here in just a few moments. We will take a quick break here from some of our great sponsors here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
In center field, number 5, Trenton Silzer.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's
Happy 4th of July from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family Ice Cream, $6.49. Our Family Butter, $2.99. Kraft Singles or natural cheese slices, $2.49 with coupon and flyer. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $6. And 80% lean ground beef, only $5.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City. Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
And we're back, everyone, as we get set to get underway for today's game between the Valley City Post 60 Royals and the Midway-Minto Post 210 outfit. For Valley City, they'll be sending James Schwer to the mound today. Defensive arrangements, it'll be Corbin Powell behind the dish. It'll be Andrew Sikora at first, Chase Coughlin at second, Trevor Fetch at short, Jack Samuelson at third base. Going from the outfield, left center to right, left field is going to be Parker Olsma, center field, Bryson Heck, and in a right field will be Leighton Hendrickson. Adam Shenango, of course, DHing today for the second baseman, Chase Coughlin. And James Schwer turned himself into a pretty reliable starter this year for Valley City. Just goes out there and does his job. has good command over his two primary pitches, can work in his breaking ball early on, has a good enough fastball to be able to rear it by guys when necessary. But the one thing he does is he makes you respect both pitches. When James is going well, he's making you respect both pitches. And when he's able to make you respect both pitches, it gets your timing off. You can't sit on the fastball. When he finds himself in trouble is when he can't spot his breaking ball, has to rely solely on the fastball for strikes. That's when you can sometimes see him get into trouble. Well, James looking for another victory out here today. He's gone the distance in his last two starts. It'll be Eli Robinson leading things off here for Midway-Minto. The third baseman digs into the left-hand box. Pitch by Schwer in there for a strike on the outside corner. And we are underway. 5:37. First pitch here in Valley City. That one going to be low and in the dirt for ball one, 83 degrees in Valley City. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is swung on and missed. A little tardy that time by Robinson. And the count goes to 1-2. Risky will be the next man due up. Pitch by Schwer. Ground ball. Slow roller. Coughlin comes in. Throw to first. In time. That one was just a slow chopper. And I think Coughlin a little hesitant going to get in on that one. But ultimately able to just beat a hustling Eli Robinson to the bag for the first out. This will be Andrew Risky coming up. Risky in left field. Pulak will be the third hitter in this inning. Schwer's first pitch in there for a strike, so starting thing off here with an 0-1 count. Schwer, someone that, again, he's kind of almost like been the Andrew Sikora, I would say, of the pitching for Valley City. That'll be low. Andrew Sikora, of course, a bat that kind of worked his way up from 9-hole to 7 to 5. Now he's hitting third. James Schwer was someone that kind of was a little bit like a Brody Mueller, who was a kind of a low-leverage spot starter. This is going to be popped up and brought in by Chase Coughlin for out number 2. But I remember a couple years ago, James Schwer didn't have an everyday spot in the rotation. He was kind of a spot starter, kind of a relief guy that you brought in, but you could see the ability to go deep into games potentially. And, he really took a big step forward last year in terms of being able to count on him to go deep into games. And this year, he's turned himself into a workhorse of a pitcher for Valley City. First pitch in for a strike. Second one, weaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Valley City coming out here in the gray pants will be navy tops and the Columbia blue hats. That'll be a foul ball, and that one looks to be off the mask of Corbin. Corbin looks to be okay, but until it's off the mask just by how the umpire reacts. Usually when the ball goes off the catcher, umpire will step out from behind the plate and go toss the ball to the pitcher, give the catcher a moment to collect himself. Never fun to take a ball off the mask. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch by Schwer. Ground ball to second. Coughlin getting his work in. It'll be another easy flip, so it'll be a 4-3 put out for Valley City. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. So Coughlin gets his work in early on with 3 balls right to him, makes all 3 plays, and after half an inning, it is Midway-Minto 0, Valley City coming up.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Fralick, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. It is a scoreless ball game on our LaRue Lockhell Financial scoreboard as we get set for our bottom of the first inning. Pal Samuelson and Sikora starting things off for the post-60 Royals. On the mound today, it'll be Merrick Osowski. Osowski, someone got that big, long, kind of herky-jerky windup, goes over the top, and sometimes just having a funky delivery can be enough if you don't have overpowering stuff to get guys off timing. That's pitching. That's pitching, really. It's all about timing and disrupting it for hitters. There was recently an interview that I watched. It was Gary Sheffield, one of the best hitters of all time. He said that a drill that Tony Gwynn taught him to handle guys that had kind of awkward deliveries was you focused on the forehead of the pitcher so you kept your kind of vision straight in a tunnel. That'll be a first pitch to Corbin Powell. Misses up in the zone. The count goes 1-0. Personally, for me, I just realized that I wasn't going to really have a future on the field when the ball started moving. I could hit the straight ball. I was like Pedro Serrano. Straight ball I hit okay. Not very much. I'm not going to talk myself up that much. But straight ball I hit kind of okay. Once that ball started to move, I was out. 2 balls, no strikes here to Powell. That'll miss high, and the count goes 3-0 as we get ourselves a delayed flyover here from the crop duster. Well, we originally had that scheduled for 5:30 sharp, but better late than never, I assume. 3 balls, no strikes here to Corbin. That'll be a little off the plate for ball 4, so Powell stays patient and draws the 4-pitch walk, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson.
The third baseman, number 14, Jack Samuelson.
Samuelson going to Iowa Central Community College this upcoming fall. Corbin Powell, of course, going to University of Mary in Bismarck, and he'll be joining former Vikings head baseball coach Di Maria. Just took his job at, I believe, what is his alma mater. Pitch here to Jack, and he's going to rip this one right to left field, and that's going to get by the fielder and right to the wall. Got in quickly on the outfielder. Corbin's going to try to go first to third. Relay throw is not going to be made to home. Jack Samuelson has a double and an RBI, and Valley City has a 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead for Valley City as that one just got in quickly on the left fielder, Risky, and could knock it down. So Samuelson able to pick up a first inning RBI double, and this will bring up Andrew Sikora. So Sikora, one of the very few lefties Valley City has to offer in this lineup. Putting together a good campaign for himself. That'll miss high and outside, and the count will go to 1-0. So Samuelson, good to see him going here, as really, he's had some misgivings in terms of getting good swings off on early in ABs. Able to get a really good swing off on that one, though, and drive it down the line for that double. That'll miss way over the top of the catcher to the backstop. Samuelson over to third base. But, good to see him get locked in early. That wind blowing slightly over to left field. I'll miss high to Andrew Sikora, and the count will go to 3-0. So Salski's definitely got some zip on the ball. Problem is he's having a little trouble locating it. 3-0 pitch. That'll miss high, and Sikora draws a walk. So 2 walks early on here for Valley City, and this will bring up Leighton Hendrickson.
The right fielder, number 12, Leighton Hendrickson.
Red must be an accent color today for Valley City. Jack Samuelson's got a red arm sleeve on, and Leighton looks to have what I believe is a kind of red bandana on, I believe. So I don't know if red was a color-coordinated option today, but apparently so. That's going to be in there for a strike, and the count will start here. No balls, 1 strike. A little up in the zone. Sikora has been improving his base stealing threat level these past few games, or I should say this year. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was a bad base runner. Or he was slow. He just wasn't a base stealer. He's really done a good job to improve that part of his game. Layton going to take a hack of that one, and he'll foul it away. So the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the Valley City right fielder. Following up in the on-deck circle is Parker Rolsema, the left fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at the corner and 1 in for Valley City. Sikora off and running. That pitch will miss up. Throw down to second. Not in time. Samuelson, wary of the cut play, was not leaving third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Hendrickson. Double play threat. At least the traditional one off the table. 2-2 pitch to Layton. And he's a little late on that one, but he'll foul it away and keep the AB alive. Layton had one of the bigger swings of the game for Valley City in that win over Castleton. A little flare shot single that provided some insurance for Valley City. Helped make it a 3-0 lead for Post 60. So he does have the ability to fight this ball off and go the other way. 2-2 pitch here to Hendrickson. Swings at an outside fastball for strike 3. So that'll be the first strikeout of the game for Osowski, and this will bring up Parker Rolsema. So big first out there for Osowski. And this will bring up Rolsema. Rolsema. Definitely a stronger summer season than what he had in the spring. First pitch here to Rolsema. That'll be in there for a strike. Rolsema kind of struggled in the spring season, and then it's just when the summertime turned around, like almost like a switch, it went off and started to hit at the level you expect him to hit at. 1 ball, 1 strike here. And talking with head coach Chase Carpenter, he said reason why is that he kind of steadied his hands a little bit before. They were a little bit more active, a little bit more what we call a noise. Now he's quieted his hands down, and he's hitting better, and he'll go the other way that time. Sikora had to check up at second base. Oh, but a bobble is going to allow him to come in and score. So Sikora had to check up at second base, make sure it got through. I don't think they were going to send him if that ball is played cleanly, but that's a good, clean single from Rolsema, and that's going to drive in a pair of runs.
The pitcher, number 5, James Schwer.
So this will bring up James Schwer. All right, looking at a nice 3-0 lead on that LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. No balls, no strikes. First pitch coming up here to the Valley City pitcher. That'll miss high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwer sporting a red leg guard, so I don't know if it's just the 4th of July Independence Day fever getting with some of the Valley City players. Schwer will chop this foul, and the count goes to 1-1. It's an interesting look for James. Pink tape on the bat for the bat grip. Cleats that are black with orange accents, and a red foot guard. Yeah, it's a look. For next pitch to James, will miss up, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 away. 3 runs in early on for Valley City. That'll be a pickoff throw, and a good dive back by Rolsema will beat the tag. 2 balls and a strike with 1 down. Next pitch here to James. That'll miss up in the zone. The count goes 3-1. Of course, probably one of the bigger pieces of kind of, you could say, the change in philosophy in baseball has been the implementation of kind of, I would say, safety gear. Schwer hits this one a mile high into the air. Shallow left field. Left fielder trying to find it, and he'll make the 2-hand snag for the second out. Back in the day, you were considered, a little soft back in my days. You were a little soft. You wore the elbow guard, the knee guard, the leg guard, or you had kind of a cage on your batting helmet. Now, of course, it's more commonplace, and I think that's a change for the better. So it got announced as Adam Shenenko. Excuse me, this is actually going to be Chase Coughlin. So Chase Coughlin is coming in to hit. So Chase Coughlin hitting for Adam Shenango.
Second baseman, number Chase Coughlin.
So it will be Chase Coughlin hitting for Adam Shenango. Shenango was listed in the pregame lineup as the 7-hole hitter. So not sure what happened there, but Coughlin getting an AB. So this will be a pickoff throw back to first base, and another dive there by Rolsema. Coughlin, somebody that, again, I'd like to see get some more ABs. I think he's got a lot of offensive upside. Rolsema offs and running, but it was a bit of a hybrid pitch out. Throw, though, is high, and that'll get away, and Rolsema is going to take off and go to third base. Throw from center comes in. It's a low skipper, and the third baseman does a good job just to knock that one down. So that'll be a stolen base by Rolsema and a throwing error by the catcher. So first error of the day for Midway-Minto as Rolsema gets himself all the way down to third base. So a single here by Coughlin can make it a 4-run lead. That'll be outside, knocked down by the catcher, and it'll be 2-0. I think kind of the one thing you could credit to, like, safety gear becoming more accepted in baseball circles is when a player like Giancarlo Stanton really started to wear the face guard. Pitch here to Coughlin. That'll be fouled away. Goes to 2-1. Like, it was one thing if you saw, like, a string bean, 5-foot-nothing player wearing one. It's another thing when the big 6'6" power hitter is wearing a face guard. So, again, I think the implementation of all this safety equipment is better for the sport, especially at a youth level. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Remember, there would have been some time in hockey circles where considering wearing a mask was soft for a goalie. Now you wouldn't dream of playing without one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That'll just miss high and out of the zone. Be a full count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the Valley City second baseman. Fetch standing in the batter's box. Full count pitch to Coughlin. I'll be fouled away, and the AB stays alive off the fencing guarding the construction site. So this will be the 29th pitch of the inning for America Sowski. So full count pitch on the way here. Swung on and missed, so Sowski punches out a couple of batters, but he spins nearly 30 pitches to do so and gives up 3 runs in the process. So Valley City sends 7 men to the plate and pushes across 3 runs. We'll be back here in a little bit with the start of our second inning here on KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's
Happy 4th of July from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family Ice Cream, $6.49. Our Family Butter, $2.99. Kraft Singles or natural cheese slices, $2.49 with coupon and flyer. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $6. And 80% lean ground beef, only $5.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley. KOVC 3-0 lead for Valley City as we begin our top of the second inning. Leading off here, it'll be Trayton Silzer. Silzer be followed up by Merrick Kasowski and Aiden English. Silzer, the center fielder, digging into the right-hand box. First pitch by Schwer, low, and that'll start things off at 1-0. So the previous inning, if you missed it, in the top of the first, it was 3 straight balls to the second baseman, Chase Coughlin, and Coughlin made 3 straight plays to sit down the Midway-Minto unit in order. That'll miss inside, and the count goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here. And that'll miss off the plate, and the count goes to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Schwer looking to avoid walking the leadoff man. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 3-1. So Schwer gets a fastball over to get him back into the count. I'm struggling to find the zone here early on in this inning, and that'll be low for ball 4. So Silzer stays patient in that AB. Really didn't get challenged that much. So that'll be a walk, and this will bring up Osowski. Osowski looking for a little bit of retribution after getting knocked around a little bit in that first inning. For Osowski, it's just kind of a inning to where he didn't really feel like he got hit hard outside of the Samuelson double. But outside of that, Valley City just always had base runners on base and got the hits when they needed to get them. So now trying to go into business for himself here and get a little of that run and get a little run support for himself. First pitch in there for Schwer will be a strike at the knees. So Schwer takes a glance at the runner at first base, comes set, will kick and fire. Slider, that'll be off the hands, and Schwer overruns it a little bit, knocks it down, throw to first, will be in time. Schwer does a good job sticking with that play. I think James really thought if he'd get to that ball quickly, might have had a chance to wheel and deal it to second. Overran it a little bit, does a good job staying with the play, throws to first, get him by a couple steps. So that'll be a 1-3 putout. Silzer advances to second base. This will bring up English. English, the catcher today. He'll be followed up in the lineup by Ezra Robinson. So Robinson steps into the on-deck circle, and English steps into the batter's box. First pitch will miss low and outside for Schwer, trying to get that slider going. Right now, looks like Midway-Minto being a little patient laying off it. English crowding the inside part of the plate. That'll be inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Stance you don't usually see today anymore, which is a closed-off stance. You usually see a lot more open stance. Pitch will be in there for a called strike. Count goes 2-1. Back pick down to second base. They got him! Runner at second base, caught napping, and Corbin able to pick him off at second. So Corbin able to pick up his pitcher, erase the runner, and just runner caught napping. And yep, Corbin had several key defensive plays for Valley City in that win over Castleton. Another ground ball here to Coughlin. Gets a nice high hop. Throw to first a little up, but Sikora will keep that foot planted. So it's an untraditional 1-2-3 inning, but a 1-2-3 inning nonetheless, as James Schwer has only had to spend 22 pitches to get through 2 innings so far. So we'll be back here in a little bit with our bottom of the second, still a 3-0 lead for Valley City.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Back here to begin our bottom of the second inning here in Valley City. So, post 60 gets out of that inning with no damage. Schwer walked the leadoff man, got Osowski to ground out back to the pitcher. English, during his AB, had to watch the man at second base get back-picked by Corbin Powell. I mean, that's the most brutal one to have, is getting thrown out as a runner at second base on a back pick by the catcher, because you have all day to see that. And really how that happens is it's the catcher noticing about 1 to 2 pitches that when the ball hits the mitt that he puts his head down and starts walking back to the bag. So that was in the works for probably a couple pitches. And Corbin, good throw down to second base. And you also have to give, I think it was Fetch who caught that ball, some credit. He just kind of moved over to second like he was backing up the play and really just didn't kind of do anything, I would say, vocal with his body to show that the ball was coming. He just kind of stood there, kind of snapped his glove out there and put a tag on. So a good defensive execution all around, and a ground ball to Coughlin, and Valley City gets out of the inning. Speaking of Fetch, this will be Trevor Fetch leading off our bottom of the second inning. He'll be followed up by Bryson Heck, and then back to the top with Corbin Powell. That'll miss high and in the zone, and the count goes, or out of the zone, and the count goes to 2-0. Fetch, someone that started off the year in that leadoff position, but Valley City elected to move him down in the order and move Corbin Powell and Jack Samuelson in the top 1-2. That'll be in there for a strike. Count goes 2-1. I really do think Valley City wanted to get more guys that get on base a little bit more in that 8-9 spot to set up Corbin and Jack, knowing that it's a possibility that it gives the possibility of more base runners on base for your big top two of the order bats. That'll be inside, and the count goes to 3-1. 3-1 pitch here to Fetch, and that'll miss slightly up for ball 4. So Fetch able to draw the 5-pitch walk. And this will bring up Bryson Heck. Bryson Heck, center fielder coming up, does have a good pop for a 9-hole hitter. Saw him hit a home run last year here at Charlie Brown. Somebody that definitely, when he's going well, it's not dead pull swings for Bryson. It's kind of the up the middle kind of ball into left center is when I think he's going good. And gets a little tied up on that one. First pitch breaking ball there by Osowski, and that'll be in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Fetch taking a decent-sized lead off first base. Osowski was not shy holding runners on in that first inning. Next pitch here to Bryson. He'll shoot this one up the middle, and that'll be another single for Bryson Heck. Fetch takes a look, thinking about going to third, but he'll jog his way back to second base. So a single by Bryson Heck. Yep, there's a lot of hits up the middle. That's why you see really, really good hitters is a lot of their hits are up the middle. You have guys that can, pull the ball, elevate it, hit big home runs, but you see guys that usually have really high batting averages. They do a lot of work up the middle because the thing is, that is the biggest gap of all between kind of second and third. Corbin goes fishing at the first pitch. That'll be popped up. First baseman for Minto trying to find it, and he'll bring it in for the first out. And, that is disappointment there for Corbin Powell. Just got underneath that one and did not do anything with it. So this will bring up Jack Samuelson. So disappointing into that AB for Corbin Powell. Tried to do damage on the first pitch and popped it up. So this will bring up Samuelson. Samuelson got a first pitch double his first time up. Drove in the first run of the game. Gets a high breaker that time. Doesn't come back down from orbit, and that'll be 1 ball, no strikes. So Samuelson looking for another RBI. That wind starting to blow out more towards left center. Fetch off and running. Excellent jump. That'll skip by. Fetch winning feet first to third base. Don't know even if he would have stayed up whether or not he would have taken the risk to try to go second to home on a wild pitch. Either way, Valley City's going to get 2 men now into scoring position, meaning the workload for Samuelson becomes a little less strenuous to where a single now instead of scoring 1 run could score 2. 2-0 pitch here to Samuelson. Oh, he got the pitch he wanted, and he knows that's about it. Maybe as good of a pitch as he's going to get. That's a fastball on kind of, I'd say, up and maybe a little bit on the outer half. That's a ball with those long arms of his. He can really get around and hook and drive for power or just blast it up the middle. Just didn't quite get on plane with it. 2-1 pitch. That'll be outside, and it goes to 3-1. 3 ball and a strike. Samuelson going to be looking here. Something keyhole right in the wheelhouse. 3-1 pitch to Samuelson. That'll stay up. It gets a hard kick off the backstop, and good job by Fetch to stay back. Samuelson will draw the walk, and this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Yeah, that play right there for Valley City. Fetch does a really good job on that play. He reads high. The ball's going to get past the catcher. Takes off and run. Doesn't immediately put his head down, though. Keeps his eyes up. Sees the ball took a really hard kick off the backstop. Stays, gets back to third. Good job by Bryson also to keep his eyes up, realize his fetch has stayed, doesn't get himself into a rundown. Now Samuelson off and going, and Sakura pops this one up. Now Samuelson going to have to hustle back to first base. Oh, the ball's going to drop in fair territory, and, I mean, now, oh, my goodness. That is the dumbest double play you'll ever see. I mean, Valley City's going to make an argument, and they have a very strong point. This should have been an infield fly. I mean, that's as dumb as a double play as you can get because it should be an infield fly. The problem is for Valley City, they're going to just talk about this, and the thing is that ball was not clearly in play down the third baseline. So it kind of was fouled, then it went fair. And for Valley City, that's about as unfortunate as you can get. There's no tagging up halfway on a ball like that and avoiding that. That's just that's as dumb as the double play you can get. And it's not dumb on the runner's part. It's just dumb in terms of luck. As if the third baseman or the pitcher catches it, it's an out, and you still have a chance to drive in some runs. I think Valley City had a hit and run there because Samuelson was off and running on the pitch, but. Yep, dumb double play leads to the end of the inning. So Valley City has bases loaded with one out and gets caught in the weirdest double play you'll see. So 3-0 lead for Valley City as we go to the third on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
It'll be Ezra Robinson leading things off here for Midway-Minto. First pitch in there for a strike. Count will start off at 1-0. So that was, I believe, a 5-2-5 double play. That'll be swung on a miss. Count goes 0-2. So if you just missed it, or if I didn't do a good job articulating it, that ball was hit right between the pitcher and the third baseman. 0-2 pitch by Schwer. Swung on and missed. Corbin trying to find it. Ezra's not hustling out of the box, and that ball beat him down to the bag. Ezra Robinson was not hustling out of the box, and if he was bolting, he might have had a chance because Corbin didn't find it right away. But that ball was hit straight into the air. First pitch swing on a hit and run by Andrew Sakura. Now, the problem is Valley City's calling for an infield fly, but I get where the umpires are coming from because that ball started off in foul territory, then went fair, and you can only call it if it's obviously a fair ball. I think it's what the argument is there for the umpire. That'll miss outside. Count goes to 1-0. And this will be Glenn Goodsell. I'll be in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. So bases loaded. That ball is probably drops, I would say, 7 or so, probably 7 to 10 feet in front of the third base bag. That'll be a slicer that just hooks foul, and the count goes to 1-2. But so there's nothing the runner at third can do. There's no going halfway on that. There's no anticipating that. So fetch gets thrown out the plate, and because Sakura has to go to first, that means the runner at second has to go to third. So the catcher throws it back down to third, and the inning's over. That's just, again, I'm saying it's a dumb double play. It's not dumb on the hitter. It's not dumb on the runner. It's not even dumb on the fielders. It's just dumb in terms of how baseball can be sometimes. It's just dumb sometimes. Sometimes that happens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be a ground ball. Schwer able to get it on the mound, throw over to first, and Sakura will make the catch for out number 2. So, again, I didn't do a good job of constructing that. My apologies on it. It's just, again, one of those things. You always hear that saying, you see something new at the ballpark every day. I can honestly say I don't think I've seen that one before. I do not think I've seen that one before. That'll be just a smidge low from James Schwer, and the count goes to 1-0. This will be Blake Lizakowski coming up. Next pitch to Lizakowski in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. High on base percentage for Lizakowski this year. It's what kind of we know as a flip man, a guy that kind of specializes in flipping things back to the top of the order. But he finds himself down the count 1-2 after that fastball from Schwer. He's able to blow it right by him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch by Schwer. Gets him off balance, and this will be a hard play for Coughlin. Dives, can't get it. And that one pretty much right off the handle. Cogs went in trying to make the dive for it. Couldn't get to it, and that'll be the first hit of the day for the Mustangs. And, well, those are the type of hits you never want to give up as a pitcher, but you're happy almost to give up that type of pitch. Like, let's put it to you this way. If this would have been the 6th inning or so, and this would have been the 6th inning and James would have been on a no-hitter, that would have been an absolutely brutal hit to give up. You can tolerate it a little bit more in the 3rd inning before you got your hopes up. You know, people always ask, when does no-hit watch start? I usually say in the pros, I think it starts 2nd time through the order. Ground ball back here. Corbin's going to bobble it a little bit. No chance at first base. Eli Robinson hustles it out. And that'll be back-to-back singles here, and Schwer's kind of shaking his head right now. He's getting dinked and doinked around the yard right now as both those balls have traveled off the bat at the speed of smell. And that is just 2 unfortunate hits. One gets a jam shot off in the no-man's land for a hit, and that one is just a ball with a ton of backspin to it. Corbin couldn't field cleanly. Even if he does field it cleanly, I don't know if he gets Robinson at first base. No balls and a strike here to Risky, so Midway-Minto hasn't gotten a ball really out of the infield yet, or more than a foot out of the infield yet, but they now have a chance to drive in some runs here and get themselves back into this game. Risky popped out to second base his first time up. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. Schwer looking in at the target. Powell down to 1 knee, setting up on that outside half. Next pitch here for Schwer, and he gets the outside corner for a called strike 2. So Schwer trying to work around a little bit of misfortune here. A couple of soft singles have given Midway-Minto a couple base runners. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 men on. Pitch by Schwer inside, and that'll go to 2-2. Looks like Corbin was trying to set up on that outside corner again. I think he was trying to set up for a slider, and Schwer just kind of hung it out to dry there on the inside half. 2-2 pitch, goes fastball again, but overthrows it, and now it's a full count at 3-2. Now with the base runners off and running, a ball that might have only scored 1 could potentially score 2. Schwer needs to knuckle up here and make a good pitch. Pulak is the next man due up. So Pulak waiting in the on-deck circle. Risky trying to get on base. The pitch by Schwer. That'll be fouled away. Not a bad pitch by Schwer. But Risky just gets a bit of it, and he'll foul it away to keep the AB alive. So Risky with that foul ball keeps the AB going. Runners will be off and going again. 3-2 pitch by Schwer in there for a called strike 3. Makes the pitch when he needs to. And Schwer works around a couple 2-out singles, and he'll throw up his 3rd 0 of the game. So we now go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Valley City in front by a score of 3-0.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
Happy 4th of July from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family ice cream, $6.49. Our Family butter, $2.99. Kraft singles or natural cheese slices, $2.49 with coupon and flyer. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $6. And 80% lean ground beef, only $5.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Back here to start our bottom of the third inning. 3-0 lead for Valley City on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Leading off the inning for Valley City, it'll be Leighton Hendrickson. Hendrickson struck out to begin his day in the first inning. He'll be followed up by Rolsma and James Schwer. Yeah, that double play Valley City popped into in the second inning to end the inning. It is either the just flukiest double play you'll see, or it is actually might have been a bit of good fielding. I don't think it's a bit of good fielding. That one misses high to Hendrickson. That'll start the count at 1-0. I don't think it was a bit of good fielding because I think both the third baseman and the pitcher stabbed at the ball with the glove and missed it. It just so happened to be in play and just so happened to result in one of the weirdest and dumbest, and there's a lot of words you could use right now to describe that double play that you'll ever see. 2 balls, no strikes here to Hendrickson. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. Now for Valley City, it's all about trying to bounce back. Because, again, 3-0 lead, 3-run lead is comfortable, and you've gotten base runners on in every inning versus Osowski so far. But definitely don't want to leave things too competitive. Well, Osowski does a good job down in the outside corner there. Hendrickson feels that was a little bit off the plate. So it goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch here to the Valley City right fielder. Hendrickson goes and chases one up high. A little bit of a funky spin on it over to short. Throw will beat him in time. So that'll be a 6-3 ground out to get things started. And this will bring up Parker Rolsema. Rolsema, RBI single his first time up. Rolsema went the other way, shot it to right field, and looked like it was just going to be one run that came in and scored. But a bit of bobble in left field allowed Secor to come all the way around from second to give Valley City their 3-run lead. So first pitch here to Rolsema, high curveball that doesn't come back down, and it'll be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 3 hits for Valley City on the day, 2 for Midway-Minto. Both those hits came in the last inning. I should say in the top half of this inning. That'll miss outside, and the count goes 2-0. That was a good job by Schwer to be able to get out of that third inning, because sometimes it's that if it rains, it pours philosophy. And, I mean, those were just 2 hits that weren't because of, any mistakes Schwer makes. He makes a couple of great pitches. He gets soft contact twice. That's your job as the pitcher. But sometimes soft contact finds no man's land. Rolsema taking on 3-0. Doesn't get a great pitch to hit, but gets a pitch that good enough to be called a strike on the upper outside corner of the zone. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Rolsema. That'll be behind him, so no chance for a call that time. And Rolsema will take his jaunt down to first base. So Valley City has a base runner in all 3 innings so far.
The pitcher, number 5, James Schwer.
Well, looking at the walk total, if I'm keeping track right, that's going to be the 4th walk of the day for Osowski. This will bring up James Schwer. Schwer popped out to left his first time up. So Schwer digging in here, and that pitch will miss up in the zone. And the count will start off here at 1-0. So Schwer looking to do a bit of damage here, trying to set up Chase Coughlin. Again, Coughlin hitting for Adam Shenenko was listed as the DH. This is hit high into the air. Catcher trying to find it back towards the backstop, and he overruns it. And on that one right there, sometimes you'll see catchers almost kind of when they feel like they're getting close to the wall, they'll actually turn around and kind of back up so you can kind of lean up against it. And so you always, as a catcher, you want to make the play coming in towards the ball. You never want to make the play running back. Sometimes you'll see when the ball gets really close to the netting or the fencing behind, they'll turn around and just back their way into the net to avoid the overrun like they did right there. Pop up the center field. That one will be brought in without any trouble for the second out. So this will bring up Chase Coughlin. Coughlin went down on strikes his first time. So Osowski trying to get himself back on track in terms of his pitch count. He's at 56 right now, but he's had to labor to get through the previous 2 innings. In fact, he spent 29 in the first inning. Ooh, that's a good breaking ball right there. Can't blame Coughlin for giving up on that one. That one was pretty much starting at the bill of the helmet and then broke right down to the buckle. No balls and a strike. Coughlin a little late on that one. The count will go here to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. So Sowski able to get Coughlin here on this pitch. That'll drop his pitch count below a 20 per inning average, which when you start off with 29, it's not decent work to be able to get yourself below 20 pitches per. That'll miss high. Valley City on delayed steal. That throw will be off the mark. That ball get into the outfield. Rolsema decides not to push his luck. Will stay over at second base. It'll be second stolen base of the day for Rolsema. Had a very similar situation the last time he stole a base, where the ball got away from the second baseman and got away from the shortstop backing him up, and decided to go to third on the last one. This time, maybe because it's 2 outs, decides to just stay at second base. 1-2 pitch here to Coughlin, fooled by the off-speed pitch, waves out in front of it. So a couple punch-outs for Coughlin, and that'll be the end of our third inning. So we go to the top of the fourth inning with the score still 3-0 in favor of Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC, as we get set to start our top of the fourth inning. 3-0 lead for Valley City. So it'll be James Schwer still out on the bump for post 60. It'll be Andy Pulak coming up.
The fourth for Midway-Minto, the first baseman, number 10, Andy Pulak.
So it'll be Pulak followed up by Trayton Silzer and Asowski. First pitch here to Pulak will miss low, and the count will start off here at 1-0. So Schwer looking to make it 4 scoreless innings. He's done a good job of staying in control of this game. He's had to work around some base runners the past 2 innings. Like to throw up a nice controlled 1-2-3 frame if he could in this one. That'll be a good off-speed pitch. Got Pulak swinging over the top of it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's important for Schwer, not only to be able to throw the breaking ball, but be able to throw it to lefties and righties. 1-1 pitch. That'll be a ground ball, and that'll split second and first. Sikora goes to cover the bag, but Pulak hustling down the line won't leave any chance for the 9-3 putout. So Pulak, first hard hit ball of the day for Midway-Minto, and he'll get the kind of first hit that even as a pitcher, you kind of got to nod your head and be like, okay, that's a good one. Schwer's the previous 2 hits he gave up in that last inning, it was kind of a little doink shot off the end of the bat that don't even think would register on a radar gun. The other one was a swinging bunt with tons of backspin that Corbin couldn't get to. So that one, though, that one you can admit that he got a piece of. So this will be Silzer coming up. Silzer walked but got picked off in the second inning. Maybe killed a rally there for Midway-Minto. Schwer tried to go inside with a slider. Doesn't get the call. That inside part of the plate starting to tighten up a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes, with 1 man on and nobody down in the top of this fourth inning. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulak so far has not shown any initiative to try to take off and run. Schwer takes a glance at him. Now we'll take a look home. Will kick and fire. That was going to be a ball, but Silzer, takes a really late decision to swing at it, and the best thing that could happen was him to foul it off, because if he would have got a piece of that, that probably is a ground ball, meekly, probably back to the mound. 1-2 pitch. Schwer goes with a pickoff move back to first base, chases the runner back to keep him honest. So Schwer looking for a big put out here with the pitcher Asowski waiting on deck. Schwer takes a deep breath, set at the buckle, takes a glance at first, now to second. Pitch by Schwer, tries to go low and outside, but can't get Silzer to offer at it. So it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Midway-Minto trying to spark something early on here. Schwer will kick and fire. That'll be low and in the dirt. Powell does a good job to slide over and block it. Runner stays at first base, but don't want to let a batter off the hook like this, especially when you're up 1-2. Schwer's been trying to nibble with that slider, but this is when you need him to be able to go with that fastball and make a really good pitch. Saw him do it to get out of the third inning. Even though this would only be 1 out in the first, it would be quite a significant out. Trying to keep a hold of this game. It's momentum. Pitch by Schwer. Fastball grounded up the middle. Fetch has it. Step on the bag for 1 over to first in time. So Fetch gets a nice high hopper, makes the snag himself, steps on second, goes to first, and it is a 6-3 double play. And that is exactly the result James Schwer wanted.
The pitcher, number 6.
So that'll be Marek Osowski coming up, and Osowski's it's bad enough when you're just a regular hitter, but when you're the pitcher and you're hitting and you see a potential decent chance to try to get something going, just get erased off the base pass in front of you, that's a hard one to stomach. But he's going to have to try to spark another rally here with 2 outs. 1 ball, 0-1 count as that one swung on and fouled into the screen by Osowski. That is fouled into our home plate umpire, and yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Ooh, that's right below the pec, too. Yeah, that one was foul tipped by Osowski, and yeah, Corbin's going to return the favor. In the first inning, Corbin took a ball off the mask. He's going to go out by the umpire some time to collect himself. And it's that one right there. It's hit off the bottom side of the barrel. If it's hit off top side, that ball usually elevates and goes over everybody. That one's hit off the bottom side of the barrel and just sunk and got right into kind of that lower pec, just right beneath the pec. That hurts. Pitch by Schwer, skied into the air, and it'll go to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Schwer shakes off the first sign, likes the second. 1-2 pitch. And that'll be fouled off Osowski, and the count remains at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. 3-0 lead for Valley City here in our top of the 4th inning. The pitch. Lined up the middle, so a single by Osowski will keep the inning alive. So for the second straight inning, Midway-Minto's got a pair of hits. And for the second straight inning, they single when they get to 2 outs.
The catcher, number 3, Aiden English.
So Schwer has gotten some good fielding behind him to be able to keep heavy traffic off the base paths. But he's given up 4 hits in the last 2 innings, and Midway-Minto might be starting to dial in on him a little bit. Pitch by Schwer will miss up, and the count will start off here at 1-0. English grounded out to second his first time up. Schwer going to take a deep breath. Come set, deliver. That'll be fouled into the screen, and the count goes to 1-1. Schwer has been decently efficient in this game so far. It's about to be his 60th pitch, so if he sits down English on this pitch, he'll be averaging 15 per inning, which is a good mark, but he'll miss outside on that one, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Schwer trying to work around a 2-out single. Pickoff throw back to first base. Runner back in plenty of time. That might have been more to buy himself some time on the mound rather than try to get the runner out. Schwer taking a deep breath. Will come set, kick fire. And that'll catch the corner for a punch out on strike 2. Yep, home plate umpire went into the punch out. Now, he didn't go full punch out. He went to the punch out stance, realized that it was 2 strikes, did a little half punch out, and then threw up 2 strikes. 2-2. Pitch by Schwer. Now he gets to do his punch out, and that'll be strike 3 taken. So Schwer able to work around a 2-out hit, throw up his 4th consecutive 0 today. So it's a 3-0 lead for Valley City as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Fetch, Heck, and Powell coming up for Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Bayshore Cityside is the leading power sports and marine dealer proudly serving the Valley City area. Their goal is to help you with all of your needs: sales, service, accessories, and apparel. Their experienced staff is committed to finding the right products for you at the best price. Whether you're an experienced racer or just planning your first off-road adventure, Bayshore Cityside welcomes you to experience their lineup of utility vehicles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and boats. Stop in at Bayshore Cityside in Valley City today. It's worth the ride.
Again, set to begin our bottom of the 4th inning here in Valley City. Valley City with a 3-0 lead. 3 runs, 3 hits for Valley City. No errors for Midway-Minto. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Valley City scoreless since that first inning. Kind of, you would say, almost the point where I would say Osowski and Midway-Minto kind of settled in a little bit on the mound was that kind of weird double play in the second inning where Valley City had the bases loaded, 1 out, and a ball that looked like it was going to be caught in foul territory, took a hard turn into fair territory, was dropped, but because it was not an obvious fair ball, it wasn't an infield fly, so just a double play was turned with a throw home and then throw back to third. First pitch taken for a called strike by Fetch. I'll start off the count here at 0-1. Fetch drew a walk in that second inning. Now he'll shoot one the other way. That might dive down for a hit, and it is. Not a great angle taken at center field. Fetch trying for 2. Throw over to second base. Fetch in with a feet first dive. So double by Trevor Fetch. Not a great angle taken over in center field, and Fetch realized that the angle wasn't great, and he was able to hustle it out for a double. This will bring up Bryson Heck. Heck shot a single up the middle his first time. Similar piece of hitting might be enough to get Fetch in from second base. So that'll even up the hit totals at 4 apiece for Valley City and Midway-Minto. Valley City, even though they, got 4 hits, and Midway-Minto, up until that hit by Fetch, had more. It wasn't a bad offensive day for Valley City. They've gotten on base, 4 times with walks, so you're considering base runners. Valley City's doing their part. The hits might not be showing up, but the walks are. That'll be in there for a strike. Kicks away slightly from the catcher. Fetch decides not to take off and run. Be 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second base. No outs for Valley City. Pitch here by Osowski will miss high, and the count goes to 2-1. Heck coming back from Mayville State for his last year of Legion baseball. 2-1 pitch. Heck takes a rip at that one. Fouled away off the chest protector of the catcher. It'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Valley City looking to add some insurance to their 3-0 lead. Schwer's pitched well, but Midway-Minto starting to knock him around a little bit in terms of generating hits. That'll miss outside, and that'll put Fetch over to third base. Catcher tried to go for the on a long reach and couldn't make the catch on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for Bryson Heck to work with. He's going to be looking for something he can drive up the middle. Just put in play and I'll let the rest sort itself out. And Heck will take ball 4 up high. So Heck does his job, puts himself on base for Corbin Powell. Now Powell, hoping he has a little bit more of a patient approach than the last AB. That first AB works a walk, and then that second AB with 2 men on, a little over-aggressive, swings mightily at the first pitch, and just didn't really get a good piece of it. Popped it out to a first baseman in foul territory. Like to see a little bit more of a controlled approach in this one, and unless he gets something really good to hit on that first pitch, just kind of let the AB come to him. Pickoff throw back to first base. Heck leaning a little bit, but ultimately back in plenty of time with the dive. I know we'll see Heck take off early here. First pitch to Corbin will miss way out of the zone up high, and it'll be 1-0. Again, there's a lot of stolen base threats on this team. You'd say Corbin Powell, Sikora, Rolsema, Fetch, Heck. So, I mean, over half your team are probably what we would call a plus stolen base threat. So that makes it easy to turn walks and singles into doubles and sometimes triples. Well, Powell lets one go inside for ball 2. That one was close. Gets the benefit of the doubt on inside call. Maybe a little bit of the benefit of the catcher not catching it. Dropped it again. So 2-0. And Powell stays patient on that one. It goes to 2-1. So he's staying patient. Couldn't blame him for taking a rip at that last pitch. Now I don't think you can come back inside in that same spot and expect Powell to take. But he does stay patient, but that looked like a good pitch, but it's going to be a ball, and the pitcher's asking where that one missed, kind of signaling up with his hands, asking if that missed up, and I believe the umpire nodded his head. So this is a patient approach here by Powell. He's laid off a couple pitches that I wouldn't have blamed him for ripping at. That'll miss way out of the zone. No debate on that one for ball 4. So Corbin on base for a couple times today with the walk, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson, RBI double today and a walk, but first we are going to have a mound consultation back after the break on KOVC.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
So the mound visit is over with, and it'll be bases loaded, nobody out here for Jack Samuelson. Samuelson walked his last time up to load the bases with 1 out. Andrew Sikora, the next man waiting in the on-deck circle. So first pitch here to Samuelson. That'll be up and out of the zone, and the count will go to 1-0. Well, for Samuelson, this is where you just need to find a way to do damage here. Again, just try to get the party started here with a single or keep the line moving potentially with a walk. But if you get something fat over the middle, you wouldn't say no to dropping it over the fence as well. 2 balls, no strikes. This is what we call a target-rich environment for sluggers. That'll be dropped, and not enough for Fetch to move on over. Gave a little kind of half dart home to make the pitcher have to go cover the bag, but ultimately that is going to be called strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Sowski will kick and fire. That'll miss way off the plate. Catcher able to knock that one down. So 3-1. This is not an auto take situation for Samuelson, but he's not going to be protecting the plate here. He's going to be looking for one pitch in one spot. Going to be patient, you'd think. 3-1 pitch, gets the pitch he wanted. It's a pitch down. Tries to rip it, can't catch up to it, so it'll be 3-2. Good pitch by Sowski there. Goes and challenges Samuelson. Now Samuelson will have to expand his zone a little bit. 3-2 pitch. Samuelson chases one high into the air. It's in foul territory. Catcher trying to find it, overruns it again, and Samuelson will live to fight another day. Now the wind is blowing, but it's not blowing that much, and the catcher, English, is shaking his head. The first one you can excuse because you're up near the fencing and you overrun a little bit. That one right there, that's one you got to have for your pitcher, and every catcher would tell you that. 3-2 pitch, that'll miss high for ball 4. So Samuelson draws the walk and gets the RBI. And this will bring up Andrew Sikora. And that'll be it for Osowski today, as he will end his day with 80 pitches, 3 runs allowed, and responsible for all 3 runs on base. So Osowski will head out of the game as Midway-Minto gets set to make a pitching change. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
CHI Mercy Health in Valley City strives to bring you quality health care close to home. They're bringing in mammography services, extended their occupational therapy program, and updated physical therapy and emergency room spaces. They're currently seeking to fill a number of positions. To find out more, head to chimercyhealth.org under the Careers tab. CHI Mercy Health Valley City, voted top 100 critical access hospital and one of the first in the nation designated as an acute cardiac ready hospital, providing quality health care close to home.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
Happy 4th of July from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family ice cream, $6.49. Our Family butter, $2.99. Kraft singles or natural cheese slices, $2.49 with coupon and flyer. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $6. And 80% lean ground beef, only $5.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasoned quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
So, plethora of changes here as Andrew Sikora will come in to hit against the new pitcher, Andy Pulak. Pulak, a left-hander. So 4-0 lead for Valley City on our LaRue Lockhell Financial scoreboard. So the lefty-on-lefty matchup. Sikora will take a couple pitches inside and it goes to 2-0. Well, Pulak can sling it in there a little bit, but again, the command's going to be the main issue. Valley City's been drawing plenty of walks. And Sikora, not shy about taking a rip at a 2-0 pitch, will foul that one away, and the count goes 2-1. If I'm keeping track right, I believe Valley City has got, count them up, 7 walks, through 4 through what we would call 3+, since there's not an out yet. That'll go and make it a 3-1 count. So Valley City more than willing to let Midway-Minto do the work for them. That'll be inside for ball 4. So Sikora draws the walk and brings in a run. This will bring in Leighton Hendrickson, and that'll make it a 5-0 lead for Valley City. So Valley City starting to build up some insurance here, get a couple runs on the board, make it a 5-0 game. Again, both teams with 4 hits, but Valley City with way more base runners because of all the walks. So Hendrickson will take inside, and the count goes to 1-0. In terms of potential working of the pitching staff here for Midway-Minto, that's in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1 strike in terms of whether or not they're going to have to save anybody. Potentially, they do have Langdon. Oh, that's knocked down at second base. Great play made. Throw to second in time. Throw to first, not in time. So Layton will hustle it out. It is a diving play. The 6-4 put out will cut down the man at second, but Layton able to hustle it out to pick up his RBI. That'll make it a 6-0 lead for Valley City. That's a good bit of hustling there by Layton Hendrickson. If you get in a situation like that, if the double play is turned, the run obviously counts, but it would not be counted as an RBI. So Hendrickson able to make it a 6-0 game for Valley City. That pitch in there for a strike, and the count will start off here at 0 balls, 1 strike. So this will bring up Rolsema. Rolsema, 1 for 1 today, RBI single and a walk. And he'll bounce this one high into the air. No chance. Oh, bobble at second. I was going to say, and so Rolsema might want to go back and touch the bag. He fell over, and he'll go back and touch the bag. If the first baseman, I'm surprised, didn't try to slap a tag on him. Rolsema kind of let up on the gas a little bit. That'll go down as an E4. RBI will come in because the run was scored regardless. No chance at a double play. But I'm surprised he didn't. First baseman didn't try to tag him because Rolsema stumbled a little bit trying to stop his momentum running past first base. And I think he actually fell towards the second base side. So depending on how aggressive the umpire wanted to be on the definition of intending to on intent, might have been able to get himself over to, might have been able to pick himself up and out, but first baseman just elected to throw it back to the pitcher. That'll be a pitch that kicks away from the new catcher, Osowski, and that'll make it runners at the corners here. Hendrickson didn't really know if the runner was taking off or going or not, and he had a late read and knew that even if he went, he might have had a chance to get caught up at second base. So he chooses to stay at first. So runners at first and third with 1 out, 7 runs for Valley City. Now on our LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard, Schwer will take high, and the count goes to 3-0. So Schwer working himself a good advantage count here, looking to do some damage. Schwer will take that one in there for a strike. So first strike of this AB. Three balls and a strike. The pitch. Schwer chases a high one, and it goes to 3-2. So 4 runs in the inning for Valley City, most of them coming off walks, that last one coming off an error. That'll be inside to Schwer for ball 4. So full count, but Schwer stays patient, able to draw the walk, and this will bring up, I believe this is Luke Proska. Yep, going to be Luke Proska coming up.
Number 4, Luke Proska.
So Proska coming in for Chase Coughlin in the order. So Luke's usual position is left field, which is occupied. So I don't know, maybe they put Luke at second. I think we've seen Luke be able to play second before. That'll miss high and out of the zone, and the count goes to 1-0. So as of right now, I do believe it'll be Luke Proska going to second base. That'll miss outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Usually in a game filled with this many walks, it drags on for a little bit. But, I mean, we're getting some rapid-fire pitching here. Granted, it's a lot of rapid-fire balls, but it is rapid-fire. Now finally break the strike zone. It'll go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 away. Proska won't get the bat off his shoulder on that one. It goes to 2-2. Fetch the next man up for Valley City. And Proska goes down swinging, so that'll keep the bases loaded, and that'll make it 2 outs. So Fetch comes up here. Fetch started off the inning with a double. And courtesy runner coming in here for James Schwer. That'll be, I believe, Brody Mueller coming in for Valley City. So Mueller comes in to courtesy run for James Schwer with 2 down. So Valley City has hit around here in this inning. Pitch here to Fetch in there for a called strike, and the count will start off here at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Fetch 1 for 1 today. Walk and a double. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fetch more than willing to take his walk in this lefty-lefty matchup if it presents itself, but also more than capable of driving that ball back up the middle if he gets a chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Next pitch here by Pulak. High chopper, and that's going to go foul. That would have been an interesting ball if that stayed fair. Leighton Hendrickson, the runner at third base. The easier play might have actually been, if that one stayed in fair territory, would have been right down the line. Might have been for the pitcher to go get the ball and maybe try to lay a tag rather than trying to go cross body over to first base. 1-2 pitch, little low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. Bases loaded, 4 runs across here in this bottom of the 4th inning for Valley City. And Fetch will take a called strike 3 on the outer half, and that'll mercifully end things here in our 4th inning as Valley City finally gets the insurance they were looking for as they add 4 onto their lead. 7-0 lead for Valley City on our LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Back after this break on KOVC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Bayshore Cityside is the leading power sports and marine dealer proudly serving the Valley City area. Their goal is to help you with all of your needs, sales, service, accessories, and apparel. Their experienced staff is committed to finding the right products for you at the best price. Whether you're an experienced racer or just planning your first off-road adventure, Bayshore Cityside welcomes you to experience their lineup of utility vehicles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and boats. Stop in at Bayshore Cityside in Valley City today. It's worth the ride.
Back here to begin our top of the 5th inning. It is a 7-0 lead for Valley City on our LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Taking a look around that scoreboard real quick. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Midway-Minto. 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Valley City. A lot of walks for Valley City today. In case you're wondering how you can possibly get 7 runs with only 4 hits and none of them being long balls, the answer is walks, walks, and even more walks. Valley City as a team today has drawn 10 of them. First pitch by Schwer will miss low, and the count will start off here at 1-0. This will be Ezra Robinson leading things off. He struck out to start off the 3rd inning, followed up by Goodsell and Lizakowski. Drops the breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count will go to 1-1. Schwer at 64 pitches. We're looking into the target. Has the sign he likes. Ground ball to 3rd. That's going to go foul. Samuelson will pick it up on the backhand and get this one back to Schwer. Samuelson, I will say, has looked more comfortable at third base than he has at short. I do think it's because Samuelson, fielding-wise, always looks a little bit more comfortable when he's going in towards the play rather than running away from it. So he has looked, I would say, very, very comfortable at that position. High chopper. Corbin trying to find it. Bounced away from him. Throw to first. Not in time. And for the second time today, Corbin's had a high chopper that has just had too much backspin on it, and he overruns it a little bit. Misses the first snag at it. Grabs it on the second. Throws it to first. And Robinson hustles down in just enough time for another infield single. I mean, Lizakowski's got an infield single. Robinson, Ezra's got an infield single. Eli Robinson's got an infield single. Pulak's got a dunk shot. Like, you're James Schwer, you're looking up, and 4 of these hits have not left the infield. Excuse me. 3 have not left the infield. That's right. First pitch in there for a strike, count goes to 1-0. There was one that was hit in the center field with 2 outs in the last inning by Asowski, and then there was also one hit pretty sharply out to right field as well. That one in there for a strike, and the count goes to 0-2. I believe that was Pulak as well. So for the 3rd straight inning, Midway-Minto has gotten a hit. Now they're trying to find a way to score. 0-2 pitch here coming up for James Schwer. Gets him swinging. Just good sell. Wants to just erase that AB. As he was sitting fastball, red fastball, but got slider. And what he's trying to do there, he's just pretty much trying to tomahawk that thing into the ground. A, to get a Super Bowl that can get the guy over to second base, or B, something that will go foul. Lizakowski swings at the first pitch, comes up empty, and the count goes to 0-1. Lizakowski got the first hit of the game for Midway-Minto. He got a little doink shot off the end of the bat that was out of the reach of a diving Coughlin. Schwer fires a fastball. Good block by Powell. Powell used a little bit better throwback. Kind of short hop that one back to Schwer. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 away and a man at first base. Schwer goes to retrieve the errant throw back to the mound. Now Schwer comes set at the bunkle, takes a deep breath, will kick and fire. Snaps a slider, doesn't quite get the call. And maybe a little bit on that inside corner, but inside half, I should say, but not a bad pitch from James. 2-1 pitch. That'll stay hot. That one looked more like a ball than the one that got called a ball, but 2-2. So, I mean, as a pitcher, you'll take it. You feel like you didn't get 1 call, and then you got 1 call you shouldn't have. It all equals out. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Runner off and going. Swung on and missed. Powell's throw down. Not going to be in time. Good throw, but even better jump. So that'll be another strikeout for James Schwer, and this will bring up Eli Robinson. Robinson had the second of the infield hits for the Midway-Minto post-210 outfit in this one. Very similar play, except the one he hit was probably a little bit more down the left field line than the one that Ezra got. Ezra's was more right back straight, and Eli's was a little bit more left. First one in there for a strike, and the count will go to 0-1. Again, those ones for Corbin is that he's trying to pretty much center himself up so he can make a throw to first base, put himself in a good throwing lane, and reaching out bare hand for the ball. And when you get backspin, that ball does funny things. This will be grounded up the middle. Fetch unable to get to it. Heck, going to come up throwing, throw to the plate. It's a good one. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Bryson guns him down from center field. So Bryson Heck keeps the shutout going. James Schwer is going to dap up his center fielder, and Bryson Heck able to keep the shutout alive for Valley City as Ezra Robinson gets gunned down at the plate. So that'll bring an end here to 4.5 innings of play. Back here for the bottom of the 5th after this break.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Bryson Heck set the lead off this bottom of the 5th inning. Bryson with a dart to home plate, able to keep it a 7-0 lead for Valley City. That'll be inside, and the count will now go to 1-1. Back out there pitching for Midway-Minto is going to be Andy Pulak. 1-1 pitch here to Pulak, and that'll miss high, and the count goes to 2-1. So Pulak and Osowski are going to be the batter today, as that'll be in there, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Bryson Heck. And takes out one, and that'll be in there for strike 3. So Bryson Heck goes down looking.
The catcher, number 13, Corbin Powell.
And this will bring up Corbin Powell. First pitch here to Corbin, in there for a strike, and the count will start off here at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and after a little bit of shakiness early on, Pulak has started to settle down. Corbin hits a high chopper over to third, picked up on a hop. Throw to first is going to be in time. First baseman kept that foot planted back on the bag for the 5-3 putout. So Pulak taking a little bit to settle in, but after he did so, he's managed to get the first 2 batters sat down here for Valley City. So Samuelson stepping up here. He is 1 for 1 today. Couple RBIs, 1 off a double, the other 1 off a walk. He's got 2 walks today. The pitch, Samuelson hits this one off the hands. It's a high fly ball. Left fielder over to get it and bring it in. So that'll be the first 1-2-3 inning of the day for Midway-Minto. And we'll be back here in a little bit with our start of the 6th inning here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
Happy 4th of July from Lever's Foods. All this week, save on Our Family ice cream, $6.49. Our Family butter, $2.99. Kraft singles or natural cheese slices, $2.49 with coupon and flyer. Fresh strawberries, 2 for $6. And 80% lean ground beef, only $5.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
So pitching change for Valley City. Corbin Powell coming in to pitch. It'll be Rolsema moving behind the dish. Samuelson still at third. Fetch still at short. Coughlin still at second base. James Schwer moves over to first base. Andrew Sikora will move to right field. Center and left stay the same with Leighton Hendrickson going from right field to left field, and then Bryson Heck to center. So Corbin coming in trying to get the last 2 innings of this game under wraps in a 7-0 lead for Valley City here in the 6th inning. So Corbin, probably one of the more kind of, I would say, locked in relief guys for Valley City this year. And you're kind of going, again, high school season, you knew that you still had James Schwer out there to be your primary starter. You're kind of wondering where else the pitching was going to come from. And Corbin Powell didn't pitch a whole lot, I would say, during the spring season. He's made a couple spot starts here in the summer, but I think Valley City definitely wants him to be kind of a guy that they can rely on to eat innings. Like, might not be an everyday starter, but he could be definitely a tournament starter. This will be a ground ball to third. That'll go foul, and the count will start off here at 1 strike. 1 strike. This will be Andrew Risky leading things off. Risky was 0 for 2 against Schwer with a pop out to second and a strikeout. It's not hit since the third. Swung on and missed, and the count will go to 1-2. 2 strikes. Powell looking in as target. Will kick and fire. Slider doesn't quite get the low inside call, and that'll move the count to 2-2. Again, everybody, for those wondering where the Twins game is, we will get to the Twins in progress at the conclusion of this one as that first inning gets set to get underway. That'll be a ground ball foul, and it goes to a 2-2 count once more. 2 strikes. Midway-Minto has gotten a hit the last 3 innings. Slow curve drops it in there for a called strike 3. So Risky goes down for the second time today on strikes. This will bring up Andy Pulak.
The pitcher, number 10, Andy Pulak.
Pulak singled in his first plate appearance. Was caught up in a double play, though, and Asowski, who had probably the best hit ball of the day up until that point, could not drive in any of those runners because of that double play. 1 no strikes here, so that'll miss low. That'll just be high and outside, and it goes to 2-0. Again, I don't know if Corbin Powell is going to be an everyday starter for Valley City, but like I said, very much could be a tournament starter for Valley City or a tournament arm. That'll be in there, and the count goes to 2-1, and it might seem a little weird to think like, well, if you don't pitch him often in the regular season, why would you pitch him, in the important tournament games? Corbin's usually a strike thrower, so that'll be fouled away, and the count goes to 2-2. So because he's usually a high-volume strike thrower, again, kind of lower leverage games where you don't really care about throwing up zeros, you just care about getting outs quicker than you give up runs. Corbin's kind of perfect for that situation. Also has a little velo to him as well. This will be a handle shot over in right field. Looks like Sikora is in perfect position, and he'll move underneath of it for out number 2. This will bring up Silzer. Silzer, a walk and a double play. Or, excuse me, a pinch hitter coming in here. So, pinch hitter coming in, and that'll be Xander Hovde, I believe is what it is. Sorry, everybody, listen at home. The chicken scratch is doctor-esque, let's just say, in terms of trying to read it. It's not chicken scratch. It's actually good handwriting. It's just very, very faded. We got the back end of those slips you write on. That'll be a high chopper. Samuelson trying to come in and can't get it. For Samuelson on that one, just that should go down as a hit, and it will for Hovde. Hovde hit a super ball right into the air. On the one like that for Samuelson, he's kind of running in. He's holding his glove low and off to the side. Really, on one like that, you kind of want to see him get in front of it first, catch, stride, throw, rather than try to throw on the run there. He's trying to pretty much catch it on the run so he can throw it to first as quick as he can. But ball like that, just as how high it was hit, just really didn't have a chance on that one. But that's another infield single. So you got two balls that have had backspin on it that have eaten up Corbin that he's not been able to get to. That'll be high and inside. The count goes here to 1-0. You got that one that just went right there, and I don't know if that first hit they got was an infield single or not. I think technically they got a foot into the outfield grass. This will be a hit high to center field. Bryson, though, with a couple long strides, will track it down, and that'll be out number 3. So at least half of the hits for the Midway-Minto unit team today have been infield singles, but Valley City has continued to work around them. So the pop fly to center will end things here in the 6th. So we now go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Valley City leading 7-0.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC, bottom of the 6th inning, set to begin here in Valley City with a very, very comfortable lead, but looking to add on to it here. But they've run into a little bit of problem here against Pulak. Pulak, a lefty, first of all. That's always going to be a look you don't see very often. That'll be high in the zone. The count goes to 1-1. This will be Andrew Sikora leading things off. But Pulak can dial it up a little bit, has kind of an interesting arm slot he throws through. That'll be fouled into the screen. The count goes to 1-2. He's kind of got a ball that tunnels really well. Everything kind of starts off in the same spot, and it's got almost a slider that almost spins in place before dropping away. Sikora will get a piece of it, but that'll be a foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Only 4 hits in the game for Valley City, but again, offset with 10 walks. That'll be inside, and the count goes 2-2. Pulzer, I think, kind of threw his hands up a little, or Pulak, excuse me, threw his hands up a little bit, asking where it was, and just didn't get the call there. Sikora hits this one off the hands. Left fielder moves underneath of it. That carried a little bit farther than I thought it would, but still right into the glove for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 12, Leighton Hendrickson.
This will bring up Leighton Hendrickson. Hendrickson, a strikeout and a couple groundouts in this one. One of those groundouts, though, produced an RBI as Hendrickson was able to beat out a possible double play ball that kept the inning alive and was able to kind of drive in some more runs. Hendrickson hits this one right on the screws, but right to the left fielder. That's a really good swing by Hendrickson. Just make the mistake sometimes of hitting it right to somebody, and by mistake, I mean just total misfortune of your own, of none of your control sometimes. Again, baseball can be a cruel mistress, is that the Midway-Minto team has 4 absolute doink shots of hits, and Leighton Hendrickson squares one up, and he's walking back 0 for 3 today, or 0 for 4. So sometimes that's how it goes. Hard contact isn't always a hit, and soft contact sometimes gives you 6, gives you more than a handful in a game. Rolsema finds himself down the count 0-2. Pulak kicks and deals, dots the outside corner, called strike 3. Rolsema knew as soon as he took it. So it's another 1-2-3 inning, but Valley City goes into the top of the 7th with a very comfortable 7-run lead. Back here after the break, here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Bayshore Cityside is the leading power sports and marine dealer proudly serving the Valley City area. Their goal is to help you with all of your needs: sales, service, accessories, and apparel. Their experienced staff is committed to finding the right products for you at the best price. Whether you're an experienced racer or just planning your first off-road adventure, Bayshore Cityside welcomes you to experience their lineup of utility vehicles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and boats. Stop in at Bayshore Cityside in Valley City today. It's worth the ride.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
CHI Mercy Health in Valley City strives to bring you quality health care close to home. They're bringing in mammography services, extended their occupational therapy program, and updated physical therapy and emergency room spaces. They're currently seeking to fill a number of positions. To find out more, head to chimercyhealth.org under the Careers tab. CHI Mercy Health Valley City, voted top 100 critical access hospital and one of the first in the nation designated as an acute cardiac-ready hospital, providing quality health care close to home.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Begin our top of the 7th inning. Valley City with a 7-0 lead on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. First pitch, just a smidge inside by Powell. And that'll get things started with a 1-ball, no-strike count. It'll be English leading things off. He has ended the previous 2 innings that he's been a part of. Second and the 4th, he grounded out to end the 2nd and struck out to end the 4th. Powell falls behind in the count, 2-0 here. It'll be English, Ezra Robinson, and Glenn Goodsell 2 up for Midway-Minto in this game. That'll be in there for a called strike, and the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Taking a look at the scoreboard real quick. It is no runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Midway-Minto. 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Valley City. In there for a strike, and the count will now be 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corbin came in for relief of James Schwer in the 5th. Snaps a slow curve. This one hit high, and Fetch goes up, unable to get it. This will be into the gap. This could be extra bases. Powell is going to hope that Bryce can get this in time, but can't quite get the throw to second, and that'll be a double to start things off here for Midway-Minto. So English hit a smash, and well, Fetch went up to get it, but just inches over the top of his glove. And now this will be Ezra Robinson coming up. Robinson singled his last AB, but got cut down at home plate to end the 5th inning. I'll miss low. Rolsema, good job to block it in. The count will go to 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike. Schwer guarding against a possible bunt. Don't think you'd see Midway-Minto forfeiting out here down 7. That'll miss a smidge low, and that'll be a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. Kick and fire by Powell. Ground ball. That'll be to the left side, and that'll be foul. So Robinson, a single his last time up. That was a spinning single that bounced out in front of the plate that had some nasty backspin to it that Powell was unable to get his hands on. That'll be a high fly ball, but it looks like Coughlin's got a good read on it, and he'll bring that in at second base for out number one. Coughlin's been rather busy over at second base today. Decent amount of ground balls hit to him, and the second time he's had to make a catch on a pop-up. And this will bring up Glenn Goodsell. Goodsell 0 for 2 today. Ground out to the pitcher and a strikeout. Powell looks back the man at first base. Now we'll focus back on the back at the task at hand. We'll throw a slider. Darts into the back foot for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Powell looks back the man at second again, and he'll fire another low pitch. That'll move the count to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Blake Lizakowski, the man on deck. Powell trying to get his way back into this count, and he'll get the call on the outside half, and he'll go to 2-1. Powell now at 27 pitches in this one. 2 balls and a strike. Powell will kick and fire. Liner up the middle, gets hit on the play, and Powell going to try to run him down over at first base. Not going to get there, and he's going to be okay. I mean, it either hit him or that ball took a hard glance or took a hard shot off the glove. James went to go get the ball off the deflection, maybe also to make sure his pitcher was okay. But that is now at least the 4th infield hit of the day for Midway-Minto. So depending on whether or not you want to count that first hit by Lizakowski as an infield hit or not, that's just, I mean, that was hit hard, though. That was hit hard, but it was nearly caught. Oh, it was a little bit of a helter-skelter pickoff move. Powell kind of left that one shortened to the runner. Swear makes a nice pick on it and kind of stabbed it short of the runner in terms of getting a tag down. Throw back down to third base. Runner goes to second, and that'll be fielder's indifference on that. So a 0-1 count here to the 9-hole hitter, Lizakowski. With 2 men in scoring position, Valley City most definitely will trade a out for a run in this situation. Corbin, good off-speed pitch. That's probably the best breaking ball he's thrown today to a right-hand hitter. That one started out fat in the middle of the zone and then just died on the outside corner. Swinging way over the top of it with Lizakowski. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed again. Good job by Rolsema to squeeze that one, and Valley City will now move 1 out away from picking up another win. So Lizakowski goes down for the 2nd time today on strikes, and this will bring up Eli Robinson. Robinson, only hitter today, I believe, for Midway-Minto with a pair of hits. So he grounded out the first to start his day, and he's got a couple of singles. He'll hit this one up the middle. Powell knocks it down with the backhand. Needs to get to it quickly. Throw to first in time, and he will get him out, and Valley City will preserve its shutout win. 7-0 win for Valley City today. Corbin Powell able to knock the ball down and make a good throw to get the speedy Eli Robinson over at first base. So that'll do it for us today, folks, as Valley City will be able to push their win total to 11 games. We'll get you out to the Minnesota Twins game as the Twins currently have bases loaded against the Houston Astros. Keep it right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.